Alright, so we're going to do some Chateaubriand tonight. So I have a nice butt from a tenderloin that I cleaned. And we're going to salt it and pepper it on both sides. I have my 8-inch pan, my old table charm pan. We're going to get it nice and hot. The water was beating. Into the pan it goes. And we're going to sear the meat. We're going to brown the meat on all sides. You want to evenly brown it. Probably brown it for about a good 10 minutes. Total browning time. All sides around. After it's nicely browned, we're going to take it out of the pan. We're going to put a small mirror fry into the pot to cook down for some veg with the roast, with some baby potatoes and some carrots. We're also going to prepare a little bit of couscous to go with this. So the meat's browned nicely. I'm going to take it out. In the pan, we're going to add 1 chopped up onion, 2 cloves of garlic that are nicely chopped up, about 1.5 tablespoons of roughly chopped rosemary. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil into the pan. This is getting a bit dry, and the tenderloin butt doesn't have much fat, so there's not going to be a lot of fat dripping off this roast. I'm going to put the roast on a rack above these little vegetables. So in the pan, I put some baby potatoes and some carrots. We're going to saute it a bit, give it a bit of a toss, so they're all covered with a little bit of the oil from the pan and the juice from the browning of the meat. Now with the butt, I'm going to take a little bit of barbecue sauce. I'm going to smear it all the way around. Cover it nicely, and then put it on the rack. I have 3 tablespoons of chopped garlic. We're going to take that chopped garlic, we're going to smear it all around. And with garlic, we're also going to add some rosemary. So we press the garlic all around the roast, and then we add the rosemary. The rosemary I'll sprinkle all around as well. So it's nicely covered in rosemary, garlic, a little bit of barbecue sauce. We put sea salt and pepper on it before we sear the meat. On the rack it goes, and then I'm going to put it right on top of the pan. So I still have this pan on a low heat, so the pan's still staying nice and hot. And then I'm going to fire it right into my convection oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes on a high convection fan. So we've got this really dry heat in the oven here. But for this type of roast, I'm going to make this in the oven. It's a nice piece of meat. I want it nice and dry and a little bit crispy on the outside. So we set the oven for 45 minutes at 350. Now after 45 minutes I check it, but I want it to cook a little bit longer, so I'm going to give it another 10 minutes. So we're going to leave it 10 more minutes in the oven. 10 minutes later, we're good to go. So once the roast comes out of the oven, now what we're going to do is let it rest for about 10 minutes. So I just put it on the side, and while we're waiting for that, we're going to make a quick gravy with some beef stock, a little bit of corn flour just in the pan there to thicken it. I have this couscous, it's a cup of couscous. I had a cup of water boiling with some frozen corn. You add the couscous, bring it to a boil, and then just shut the stove right off and put the lid on. When we serve dinner, that will be ready. Alright, so our vegetables are cooking nice. We're going to get these out of the pan and make the gravy right in this pan. There's our Chateaubriand dinner. Done. There you go. Dinner for 2 for Valentine's Day. Now let's give this a nice slice up. You know, this tenderloin is such a tender piece of meat that definitely going to cut the slices nice and thick because they're just going to fall apart. They're so delicious. You know, and this is happy cooking because life should be delicious at dinner for 2. And this is the way you guys should be cooking as well. So, what are you having for Valentine's Day? Let's see what you got out in the go. What are you cooking? Post a picture. Mention my name, Chef Warren. And life is delicious. And that's Table Charm Cooking at dinner for 2.